Hi, this is Tina from Inner Delight, and welcome back to another We Uplift segment. And joining us again is the beautiful Eve Picquette. How are you, Eve?
I am good. It's wonderful to see your smiling face, Dina.
Thank you. Gosh, I just love having the opportunity to share and connect with the beautiful folks in the Whispering Energy collaboration and discovering all the many facets. It's like being with this beautiful diamond, and just when I think that I have seen it all, we discover another aspect, and that is what brings that sparkle, huh? And so, as we were talking before, it reminded me of Sharon Hooper, one of our fellow collaborators is an amazing woman, and she does these amazing vision journey processes, but she also has a hobby of, well, actually she's written a couple of books and is writing another one, and these are actually romance stories. And when I'm looking on your site, I see that there is a link for romantic fiction. So
Yes, that's true. I did it.
so I'd love to know a bit more.
Well, I've always loved history and historical romances. And so I decided that it would be fun to write some. And so what I did is I wrote chapters that are kind of standalone. They're about the same people, but you could read one and not have to have read everything to enjoy it. Because what I have is it's a setting where this girl has like a salon where people come in and talk, just it's a social thing, but each one has a story. And so those people's stories then are in each chapter. And so it's been a lot of fun. I did a few and then I've kind of let it languish for the last year or so, so I need to get back to it. But it's a lot of fun. And what I really want to do is I want to be able to travel to various areas that I want the settings in, and of course use that as a business write-off. And
You definitely have to meet Sharon.
yes, and so there are my stories. I've got four I think on there, and I've got more that are not on there but that are done. So anyway, it's been a fun hobby, and I need to get back to it. I'm glad you reminded me of that.
I love this. Oh, you've got such a beautiful presence. It's like this light and this gentleness and this. I can see this little mischievous sparkle that comes through. It's like,
Yeah. Well, I think you'll like the stories for that reason because they're all heart-centered stories with kind of a, not a message, but just somebody's experience that is uplifting or positive. And yet it's set in, late 1800s or whatever,
fabulous.
or early 1800s. I don't know. I have to go check. 1800s.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing this with us. And for anyone wanting to read these stories, and hopefully there will be more following, you can go to advisorisin.com, and on the left hand side you see romantic fiction. You can click on there and you find the different chapters that are available. So what a joy.
I got to hide that better, obviously.
No way. Let yourself be seen. This is
Yeah,
what makes it so
it's fun.
interesting to share, and just another way of finding creative outlet. And I'm sure that as we're going to reading those stories, that we're going to find a lot of the wisdom that you share with others is going to be shared in those stories too. So that's the way, telling stories, that we really grow in throughout life, huh?
Yes, we're all so
Yeah.
different and we all have so many facets to our personalities. And a lot of times I think there's a theory, it's Johnson and Higgins, I think they do testing on people to find out what they're good at. And they say that it's difficult to live a really happy life if you don't use some of your major talents. In other words, if you just pick one and stick with that and that's all you ever do, that for a happy life, to feel fulfilled, you need to do more things that you are drawn to. And so that's apparently one of the things I'm drawn to.
Yay! I love it. Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing this side of you. And I look forward to the next time. And until then, many joyful blessings.
Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome.